Okay, welcome to another lunar flight video. I'm actually going to go ahead and record this one immediately after the previous one. I just feel like messing around with this game a little bit more. I chose another map. If you go to the maps, there's actually four that you can choose. There's the hills, or rather the crater, and that says it has the easiest rating, and that's the one that I've been using mostly because up to this point, I definitely don't have enough experience with the game to be able to tackle anything harder than that. But I just want to show off some of the other maps. At the end of the last video, I showed Mars, and we'll take a look again at that one before the end of this video. But for starters, let's go to Hills. According to the display here, this has a rating of medium, and I don't know what that means exactly, so let's just kind of jump in and find out. Let's pick a mission, and we have available missions of 6, and we've got transport, data survey, and lost cargo. So all the missions are the same. My guess is that the distances are longer and maybe the platforms have more obstacles around them or something like that. I don't know, so let's find out. We'll accept mission number 1 and select nav to put that on the nav. And as a reminder, this point down here, the developer told me that's where north is at. In one of my previous videos, I said that I didn't know what that was for, and I thought that maybe when you were rotating or yawing your vessel, you had to match them up. That's not the case. This is a fixed point, and it just always points to where north is at. Okay, so let's turn the UI off. I don't think we need all that extra data on there, and we just need to hover up, go forward, mostly forward. And yeah, we're going to go forward 645 meters. That's more distance than any of the missions on the first map. So it's probably just mainly a measure of difficulty in that regard. So press F2 though, see outside, then F3, so we can kind of see where we're at. Again, I don't know how to look around other than just the F2, F3. I don't know how to pan the camera to get a good look, and I don't know if you can zoom in or out. So we'll figure that out another time. Okay, power up. Actually, I have the lock on. Okay, now power up. And right button to yaw a bit to the right so that we can get on track with our target. Now eliminate the yaw with the left button. Pitch forward. Let's go 10-degree pitch, about like that. And full power on the main, and that'll move us forward, and it will keep us, and we have enough, we still have enough down, the thrusters are still pointed down enough that we can also control our vertical speed. And put in a bit of right yaw, or a bit of right translation, because I can see my targeting isn't quite on track. And we're going to go all the way up to 5 meters a second before we eliminate our pitch. Go a little faster, and now we'll zero out our pitch. Oh, that is so cool. I cannot wait for the next version of Orbiter. I get so excited every time Martins posts a new video on Orbiter forum, sort of teasing us with the 3D terrain. You know, this is the kind of thing that's possible with, 3D terrain. It just make landing on the moon so much cooler. Just keeping the vertical speed under control by tapping that right trigger a bit. And we can see we're still not quite on track with the landing pad down here. It's still a bit off to the right. Velocity vector shows that we're going to be missing the landing pad to the right, but once this gets centered, then I'll eliminate the bit of translation that we have there. Putting in a bit more power to keep the vertical speed up, because we don't want to run into, there's the various towers and things that you can actually run into. Okay, now I'm going to start eliminating that yaw. Should have done that a little sooner because I'm going to overshoot it in the other direction. Okay, we've only got 180 meters to go, so we're going to start eliminating that forward velocity. Let's go ahead and pitch back. About right there, and full power on the main. And I think I'm going to overshoot. Oops. pitched the wrong way. Yeah, I'm overshooting. It's now behind me, but it should be okay. Alright, now we should be backing up. Bring the pitch down to 0. Alright. Alright, pitch is 0, vertical speed 0. I think I need to back up. Yeah, I'm still moving forward, so putting a bit of reverse translation. Actually, I was translating the wrong way. Now I'm putting in reverse translation. At this point, I might be better off yawing around so I can see where I'm going, so let me do that. Eliminating the vertical speed. Oops, I'm going to overshoot the yaw again. Eliminate that vertical speed. Am I pitched? It says my pitch is 0. Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. I'm going to hit the ground. Arg! Okay. The HUD. I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna have to redo this one. I'm still learning the controls. I'm getting better. Alright, let's pitch down -30. The one thing is this velocity vector hides the... I'm not gonna make it. I'm just gonna land where I'm at. Let me eliminate the vertical speed, or the velocity, and then we'll just touch down right here where we're at. That's the only way I'm going to save the lander. Because every time you crash your lander, it costs you money in the game. See, I can't tell where 0 is at because I'm full power on the main, getting rid of that vertical speed. Put in a little bit of translation to eliminate movement. Alright, I ran out of fuel. At least I didn't crash. Alright, let's try it again. Switch main power on. Okay, so I guess if you run out of fuel or crash or something like that, then it defaults to having the power off. You know, one thing that I need, I remember reading that track IR is now a thing with this virtual cockpit. So if I had that, then I could look like that, and I could look around the virtual cockpit. Then I wouldn't have to use the mouse to do it. So again, because this is just awkward to have to use the mouse with your right hand, hold the controller in the left hand, and then, you know, press Y. It's just really, really awkward. Then let go of the mouse. Okay, let's turn the UI back on so that we have this stuff. And let's go to transport again. Accept, put it on the nav, and let's just take off and go. Turn the UI back off. Wow, 1,056 meters to go. That's pretty huge. Okay, power up, yaw. And let's not overshoot the yaw this time. Okay, we're almost a little bit more. Almost lined up. Now we are lined up. We're going to pitch forward down to like 25 or 30 degrees. So we have to go forward a lot. So zero out the pitch. Let's see if I can see what that... Oh, that's cool. So you can kind of get those external views. But I can't fly from an external view, so I'm going to have to jump back inside here momentarily. But this just gives you an idea of what's going on, you know, in terms of the physics of it all. Actually, maybe I can fly from this view because I have this data over here. But I don't have, like, you know, my vertical speed and all of that. Guess that's probably vertical speed there. Anyway, I'm going to jump back inside. Okay, a little bit of left translation. We're traveling at 13 meters a second, so we're going to cover this distance pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and get back to 0 position on the pitch. Actually, not 0, but yeah, 0, because we'll, and then overshoot it to about 30 meter, 30, about right there. And then power to keep ourselves from descending into the ground. And our forward velocity is coming down. A little bit of right translation now. Okay, vertical speed's almost 0. And we're going to bring our velocity down a lot because we've only got 100 meters to go. So probably could use a little bit more pitch even. Okay. I got overshot again. Yep. So probably not pitch over so much on the ride over. Okay, the velocity vector is moving behind me, so I should start backing up. But I don't want to overdo it, so let's get the pitch back to 0, or get the HUD to where I'm zeroed out. Should be right about here. Now, let's yaw over so we can see where we're going. That's really cool. I love that external view. That is... See, it looks to me like, according to this, I'm at an angle of some kind. I don't understand that. Oops. Yawing. Because I haven't put in any roll. But let me put in some roll now. Yeah, because I'm at a... Somehow I have a roll of 5 degrees, 4 degrees, 3 degrees. Okay, now it's 0. Alright. I've got myself kind of screwed up. I'm obviously not going to make it to the pad. I'm just going to have to touch down again. Somehow I'm inputting different things that I don't mean to input. Okay, alright, let's try that again. I must be like subconsciously pressing the roll. Alright, switch main power on. Okay, is there a way to do that in the keyboard so I don't have to do this bizarre ambidextrous reaching around thing? Power on using the keyboard. Or can you just do it from the menu? I don't see it. So let's quit that, which I guess you can only do from the controller. No, not quit game. Continue. Options, controls. Now what I'm looking for here is how to turn the power on using the keyboard. MC, repair, refuel. Oh, HD cycle. Oh, that's the action items, fire missiles, toggle chat. Don't see it. Okay. Let me just do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Insert, delete, home, end, page up, page down. Page up, page down, cycle your camera views apparently. Tab. Tilde key. I don't know. I don't see how to do it. I guess you could go to the cockpit view here, the 2D version, and then power it up from here, except I don't see where to do that either. That's to change the navigation. That's to acquire data. Oh, alright, well that works. If you just toggle in and out, then it turns the power on. I'll just do that. Okay, now we need our missions. So we need the UI on. Okay. Show MC. I must have turned that off somehow in one of the other buttons I pressed. Alright, let's do transport. Accept. Select nav. Turn off the UI, and let's roll. Power up. Yaw over to that position. Pitch forward. Okay, pitch is zeroed out, but we're still pitched over to 40 degrees. Is there a way to switch cameras from inside the, or from the controller? A little bit of left translation. Definitely going to take out the pitch now because we don't want to go any faster than this, I don't think. So we are at a 0 pitch, but our HUD indicates that we're not at 0. But see that velocity vector, man, it covers up when you're at the, so I don't know if I'm at exactly 0 right now or not. I can't tell. A little bit of left-right translation so we can get on target. Full power on the main to eliminate the vertical speed. The one thing I don't like about that velocity is that that is telling me like my total velocity. It's not telling me how fast I'm moving forward. All right, let's pitch back. Let's get ready to eliminate this velocity. So probably 50 degrees or so. Go with that. Full power on the main. Vertical speed's coming down, and the forward velocity, well, the velocity overall, I don't know if it's how much of it's forward and how much of it's not. And with a couple meters per second, we can pitch back over and then just rely on translation to slow ourselves down. So we'll pitch back down towards we're at 0 according to the HUD. Okay, now forward translation, start eliminating that velocity. Just try to keep our vertical speed under control at the same time. Still have 134 meters to go. The other thing is, I don't think that the navigation down below is telling me how far away I am horizontally. I think that's the total distance. So a lot of that could be altitude. So like 100, I'm at 100 meters right now, altitude. And I think the distance from the pad is, you know, it's not, I'm still not 104 meters away from it. I'm 90 something meters above it. All right, let me eliminate the forward velocity. Yeah, it must be that. All right, so just full forward translation to get rid of the forward movement, because then we're now, the landing pads are behind us. So one thing I would like would be, I want to know just how far away I am from the pad without including the altitude. Okay, so now we're backing up. And I think we need a bit of right translation. Power to eliminate the vertical speed. A bit more right translation. Left translation. Power. Eliminate that vertical speed. See, I think the landing pad's still behind me. Doggone it. A bit of right translation. Okay, now I'm backing up. Yeah, that navigation not telling me like my distance, just the distance from the pad. I don't want to include the altitude. That's kind of confusing me. Let me just rotate around. Oh, I don't really have time. That's what's messing me up. When I yaw over, it's putting in a bunch of roll. I have to check the control on that. Yeah, we're gonna crash. So the right yaw only is doing that. That's weird. Okay. So let me check the controls. Actually, let me pick a different map. I forgot that I was going to try some of the other maps. So let's go to, that was hills. And let's go to canyons. We probably won't have time to look at Mars again. So for some reason when I do right yaw, it's putting in roll. So I need to fix that. Because the left yaw is just yaw. Alright, switch main power on. I think if I just toggle... Yep, that's the fastest way to toggle the power on. Okay. Options, controls. So where is that? Why is the right yaw picking up roll at the same time? Why is that happening? Actually, I'll figure that out another time because we're getting close to 30 minutes and I want to do some more flying. Okay, so UI on, select another mission, transport, and this is a hard difficulty according to the map setting. UI off, and let's fly. This time I'll just take it a little more easy, not put in so much pitch. Okay, full power. See, now as I right yaw, it's not rolling the vessel. Huh, I don't know, I don't understand. And as I left yaw, it's not rolling the vessel. That's a cool looking canyon though. And it's more or less ahead of us, so let's pitch forward. Oh wow, we've got to go like way down into that crater, that's cool. Alright, so 10 degrees forward pitch. Full power on the main. Oh, that's neat. So we have to go out away and then drop way down. That is so cool. Okay, let's get our pitch back to 0. See what I'm saying here now? Like I'm at 0 somewhere around this point, but I can't tell exactly where 0's at because the velocity vector's covering it. Maybe there's another instrument somewhere that I can use to figure that part out. Now a little bit of left translation. So we can see down here in our navigation that we're not quite on target. more power. We don't want to drop too fast because then we just lose control, drop like a rock, and we can't compensate for it even if we have 100% power. Actually, I guess this isn't the velocity vector, this is, but this thing, whatever it is, it's covering crucial information. And at this point, I think I can probably actually just get away with using forward translation so that I don't have to pitch the vessel back in order to slow down. But we still got 480 meters to go. This is really, really cool coming down into this canyon. I don't like that camera view, it's weird. Oh my gosh, see, it looks like things are moving like crazy fast. Alright, back inside. Get ready to land. Pitch is 0, roll is 0, yaw is 0. Haven't quite identified the landing site yet. Ah, I see it. There it is. Put the velocity vector right on it. Alright, let's start eliminating forward movement. I might be overshooting. I'm gonna overshoot again. I'm gonna hit the tower. Okay, well, lesson learned on that. That's gonna be a crash. Let's try that one more time. I think we got time. Still, we're only at 27 minutes on the video, so let's just quickly... Okay, that will power us up. Turn the UI on. Missions. I want to do that same mission. That was cool. I don't know if that's the same one, but we'll accept it. Put it on the nav. And turn the UI off. Full power. Yaw around. Start eliminating the yaw so we don't overshoot. Okay, yaw 0, pitch forward. 10, 20, 30. We got a long way to go, so we better pitch forward a bit. That's like 45 degrees or something. Full power to put in some forward velocity. Man, look at that. That is so cool. I wish I could tilt the camera down, though. I can't seem to do that. A little bit of left yaw translation, because I can see the navigation's a bit off. Okay, let's say that that's going to be enough velocity. And we're climbing like way too much. I shouldn't be climbing this much because we're actually going down into a canyon, so we don't need to climb. And somehow I got some roll. You see that? It's 3-4 degrees of roll, and it's actually increasing. So I'm going to put in a bit of right roll to get rid of that, but I don't understand how it got there in the first place. That roll is really sensitive. I'm having a hard time keeping it at 0. Okay, vertical speed is -1. That's fine. We've got a ways to go. Put him in a left yaw. Looks like we're going to have to go down into that. That's pretty neat. See outside for a moment. What's F4? F4 is nothing. Okay. So that's F1, that's F2, which I think is the more useful of the external views, because that external view would have me panicking. Alright, let's power to get rid of some of that vertical speed. See, where's that roll coming from? Huh. Let's pitch back to... way back. Oh man, I am so terrible at anticipating when to do this. So now we're passing it. I'll get better at it though, it comes with experience. Velocity, vertical speed. Okay, and now I've got some more roll that came out of nowhere. I have no idea where that came from. Okay, alright. Okay, maybe the roll is relative to the terrain that's directly below you or something. But it shouldn't be, because you don't want that. You want to know how you're rolled relative to... Alright, we got some problems here. Getting screwed up on the controls. We're gonna crash, man. Well, the nice thing, it gives you a good challenge. You know, I'm a quite experienced orbiter, and I'm still fumbling around in this game. So let it not be said that it's too easy. Okay, we're just gonna see if we can touch the ground without crashing. Plan A is out. Plan B, don't die. And then we'll call it a part because we're at 32 minutes. Let's use translation to eliminate the movement over to the left so we can just kind of drop straight down. $20 meters, 15 meters. Oh man, I was hoping to actually touch the ground without running out of fuel because, oh well, I would have crashed anyway apparently. Because when you run out of fuel, you just immediately get the option to reset. So, okay, fun game. I'm having a lot more fun now that I have control over what I'm doing. So if you like this video, please hit the like button down below. If you didn't like it, hit the don't like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Check the description down below. I've got all the links, including a link to the developer's website for this game, so check that out. And I will see you in the next video.